In this video we would like to show you how you can backtest option strategies manually. Let's build up a dashboard that contains the same widgets that could be seen in the Analyzer and TradingView dashboard, but first we add the Time Machine widget. The dashboard configuration is accessible from the top right corner of the page by clicking on the cog icon. You can add widgets by clicking on the name of the widget under the Widgets Available section. With the checkbox underneath, you may control whether the widget automations should be adjusted automatically or not. As this dashboard will have only widgets of each kind, it is advised to keep it checked. You only have to pay attention to this checkbox when you want to add multiple widgets of the same kind. For further explanation of this checkbox, please watch the build-up video of the Compare Strategies dashboard. So to build this dashboard up, let's add the Time Machine widget. As the message says, for using the backtester we have to download historical data in advance. Once the Time Machine widget is added, only the backtester capable widgets remained available. Now let's add the other widgets such as Underlying Search, Underlying, Analyzer, Orders, Option Chain, and TradingView. As you may see by clicking on the checkboxes here, the automations are automatically assigned for you. Let's turn on the Show All Orders mode. Now all the orders will be shown in the Orders, therefore in the Analyzer widgets, since they are connected together with an automation. Now let's move and resize each widget. By clicking the move icon of their top left corner and dragging them, you may move them to their final place one by one. Let's move the TradingView widget to its place. With the icon in their right bottom corner, you may resize them. If you feel the option chain a bit too dense, then you may turn off the Gamma and the Vega columns under the top right icon of the widget. You can remove these columns from the Orders widget as well. Now the dashboard is fully functional, so let's save it. In the Dashboard Configuration menu, you can save this dashboard under a name. When you click out of the right side drawer, then this name will appear at the end of the current URL in the location bar of the browser. Now it is time to download the data. Let's head over to the Option History Downloader under Settings. Let's just start to download just one strike quickly, and we can go through the different parts in the meantime. After pressing the Enqueue button, there will be several download jobs enqueued in the bridge. So let's say some word about this form in general. So you can download stock, futures and index option historical data. Currently, we download around 60 days of 15 minutes bars data, since the download process could be quite slow due to a known history backend limitation. Let us know in the contact form if you consider this solution slow enough for willing to pay for an unlimited, fast history downloading solution. You may see a log here about the different jobs. The last line here says how many more jobs are remaining. The jobs are managed for failures, so if there is, for example, a timeout, then the jobs will be retried later. Since the option price depends on the dividends paid by the underlying asset, we provide a link in the log to let the user download it from Yahoo. We process the CSV file and calculate with the dividend historical data. So if you want 100% accurate pricing model calculations, then it is advised to download it, otherwise we will calculate with 0%. Though note that for last 60 days range the dividend effect is not really high. If you miss its downloading, just place the file to the given place written in the log and download just one strike again and the dividend store will be filled. Since this download process tend to be slow, it is advisable to download only a partial set of strikes and be cautious of the timing. Please note that the broker rotates out the expired option contracts short after their expiration, therefore it is advisable to start downloading sooner. Our experience is that they keep the regular and weekly options for some hours after expirations. So let's focus on the strike field for a minute. Here in the strikes field you may adjust individual strikes, strike ranges and partial ranges separated by comma. For ranges you may add two numbers just as 400-450. For partial ranges you may add a /5 at the end for downloading only those strikes where the division by 5 gives 0 remainder, so 400, 405, 410 etc. If you download a partial range, then you may apply interpolation with the I for the non-downloaded strikes. For partial ranges with interpolation altogether you have to add the range per divider per I. In this short download example we only downloaded one strike, but in the rest of the video we will use a previously downloaded dataset that contains a lot more strikes. So let's head back to the dashboard to backtest a strategy. So let's talk a bit about the time machine widget here. You may see time navigation buttons around the timestamp and a button at the end for enabling the backtest mode. If you do not enable it, then the dashboard works as usual with real-time data. Let's enable it. By the way, if you click on the timestamp, then by a date and time picker you can select an exact time. The inactive navigation buttons got active, and we may go back in time. The timestamp got red, and it is in EST time zone. Let's go back some weeks. The search functionality will only bring up those symbols and option expirations that have option history at the time shown in the time machine widget. Let's search on SPY. You can see that the underlying and option chain widgets are filled with market data. Let's create a simple option strategy by adding a long put and short put from the option chain by clicking on the ask and bid prices of two options. And you are having chart in the analyzer widget. Now let's fix the prices for these two option legs by clicking on the green circular buttons. Let's go ahead in time gradually by 15 minutes. As you may see, the TradingView day chart changes gradually. Since the backtest data is with 15 minutes, it only makes sense to use the 15 minutes or bigger time frames. Let's go ahead in time gradually by days up to the expiration. As you can see, there are two red buttons appeared beside the contract names. By pressing these you may simulate the option exercise mechanism. If you do not press these, you have the chance to go back in time again to test something else with these options. Let's press them and see what they are exercised to. In a nutshell, this would be it about the backtesting feature. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next one.